The house stood tall and proud. It was a beautiful Victorian home. Lena's family fell in love with it immediately. They had always wanted a unique house, and this one was perfect. The house was full of character. It had a wraparound porch and a turret. Lena's parents were excited to move in. They couldn't wait to make it their own. Lena wasn't so sure. She felt something was off. There was a strange feeling in the air. It was as if the house was watching her, but she kept her doubts to herself. The first night in the house was the worst. Lena lay in bed. She couldn't sleep. The house creaked and groaned. It was unsettling. Then she heard it. "Lena," a voice whispered. It seemed to come from the walls. Lena sat up in bed, her heart pounding. Was someone calling her? She listened closely. The whisper came again. "Lena." It was soft and breathy, almost like a sigh. Lena pulled the covers over her head. She was too scared to look. The next morning, Lena told her parents about the voice. They dismissed it. They said it was just the sounds of the old house settling. Lena knew better, but what could she do? The whispers continued every night. "Lena!" the voice called. It grew more insistent, more desperate. Lena's fear grew with each passing night. She felt a cold presence in the house. Lena began to see things too. Shadows moved in the corners of her eyes. Doors creaked open and closed on their own. The house felt alive. It was as if it was trying to tell her something. One day, Lena was exploring the attic. She noticed something strange. There were scratch marks under the old wallpaper. They were small, almost unnoticeable, but they were there. Lena peeled back a corner of the wallpaper. The scratches were deeper than she thought. They formed a pattern, letters. Lena's blood ran cold. The letters spelled out a word, her name, Lena. A cold wind swept through the attic. The whispers surrounded her. They weren't whispers anymore. They were wails. The house seemed to be closing in on her, trapping her. Lena's parents came home to an empty house. Their daughter was gone. They searched everywhere, but there was no trace of her. The only thing left was a single word, scratched into the attic wall. Help. The house stood silent. But if you listened very closely, you could almost hear it, a faint whisper, Lena.